The ongoing legal battle between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt continues to capture public attention, with new allegations surfacing in a recent court filing. Jolie's legal team has claimed that Pitt's alleged physical abuse toward her and their children started long before the infamous altercation that took place on a private plane in September 2016. This event, already widely covered by the media, is now seen in a different light as new details emerge, painting a disturbing picture of what might have been happening behind closed doors in the years leading up to the incident. In the latest legal motion, Jolie's lawyers are seeking to make public certain communications that they believe will support their claim that Pitt's behavior was not just a one-time occurrence on that flight but was part of a broader pattern of abuse. These documents, according to her legal team, would show that Pitt tried to pressure Jolie into signing a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, as a condition for him buying out her share of their jointly owned French winery, Chateau Miraval. Jolie had sold her half of the winery in 2022, a move that Pitt later claimed was in violation of their contractual agreements, leading him to file a lawsuit against her. However, Jolie's team argues that Pitt's primary goal in the sale negotiations wasn't about the winery, but rather silencing her. They claim that Pitt's team insisted on a particularly stringent NDA that would have prevented her from speaking about the abuse she and the children allegedly suffered at his hands. The Chateau Miraval lawsuit, though primarily framed as a business dispute, has taken on new dimensions as these personal allegations intertwine with the financial aspects of their divorce. While Pitt's camp has not officially responded to these recent allegations, Jolie's legal filings are bringing fresh attention to what happened on that September 2016 plane ride. At the heart of these new allegations is the claim that Pitt's abuse did not start in 2016, as many previously believed, but had been going on for years. The plane incident, according to Jolie's filings, was simply the first time Pitt directed his physical aggression not just at her but at their children as well. On that plane trip from France to Los Angeles, things reportedly spiraled out of control after Pitt accused Jolie of being too lenient with the children. What began as a verbal argument between the two escalated into violence. According to Jolie's countersuit, Pitt first turned his anger toward her, grabbing her by the head and shoulders and shaking her violently before pushing her into the bathroom wall. He allegedly continued to punch the ceiling of the plane in a fit of rage, a frightening moment that caused Jolie to leave the bathroom in search of help. It was during this escalation that one of their children verbally defended Jolie. The countersuit claims that Pitt reacted by lunging at the child, at which point Jolie intervened, grabbing Pitt from behind in an attempt to stop him. In response, Pitt allegedly threw himself backward into the plane's seats, injuring Jolie in the process. What followed was a chaotic scene, according to Jolie's team, with the children bravely stepping in to protect one another. Pitt is accused of choking one of the children and striking another in the face during the altercation. The legal filings describe the children's pleas for their father to stop, with many of them in tears, terrified by what was happening. Jolie, recognizing the gravity of the situation, reportedly arranged for separate transportation at the airport to take her and the children to safety without Pitt. The court documents go on to claim that, before leaving the plane, she tried to inform Pitt that she and the children were going to a hotel, at which point he allegedly screamed at her and pushed her down again. It's a harrowing account of what was likely one of the most traumatic moments of their marriage. These new allegations build on what was previously revealed in an anonymous 2016 lawsuit, later confirmed to have been filed by Jolie. In that case, she accused her then-husband of physical and verbal abuse during that infamous flight. The FBI had even been involved in investigating the claims at the time. Jolie told an FBI agent that Pitt's behavior on the plane was abusive not only toward her but also toward the children, further supporting her recent claims of a history of violence in their relationship. Pitt's legal team has consistently denied the allegations of abuse, and the public has not yet seen the communications Jolie's team is now seeking to release. However, the narrative laid out in her filings suggests a troubling history between the two, one that extends far beyond a business dispute over a French winery. The Chateau Miraval case, though significant on its own, has become part of a larger battle where deeply personal issues have come to the fore, complicating what might otherwise have been a straightforward financial dispute. As this legal case unfolds, it's becoming clear that both Jolie and Pitt are engaged in a fight that has stakes beyond money or property. For Jolie, it seems, this is about telling her story and protecting her children from further harm. Pitt, on the other hand, is defending his reputation, with much of the public still divided over the veracity of these allegations. The case has sparked significant debate online, with supporters on both sides expressing strong opinions about the allegations. Ultimately, this situation is a deeply tragic one for both parties, especially their children, who appear to have been caught in the middle of a highly publicized and painful family conflict. Whether or not the court decides to release the communications Jolie's team is pushing for, the allegations themselves have already added a new layer of complexity to this ongoing legal drama. Both Jolie and Pitt, once a golden couple of Hollywood, are now embroiled in a battle that seems to have no easy resolution. For those following the case, it's a reminder that even the most glamorous and successful people can find themselves in situations of profound struggle. What's clear is that the case isn't just about the French winery anymore. It's about much deeper, more painful issues that are now being played out in the public eye. While both Jolie and Pitt have moved on with their careers, this legal fight shows no signs of winding down anytime soon, and the emotional toll it has taken on all involved is undeniable.